What is your business at the Brass Citadel? You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right. Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters, but I am sure she will grant you an audience.
No, it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. Exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me. Problem, right?
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat. Not a chance, amico. Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postenago, just for these? Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them. Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it? Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking is all.
Oh. Well, thanks for clearing that up.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back. I
like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary. I salute you for your courage, but I ask you to reconsider your position. Cowards! There will be a reckoning, for I know each one of your faces. My friend, look around you. We stand in the shadow of the Brass Citadel, not some Valian den. Raise your fist and the full force of Rauatai's armada will descend on you. Or back away, and live to fight again. You, look alive. My friend here needs a lesson in humility.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Not anymore, I'm not. Here, catch. It's a new Berteno all the way. Pirate Berteno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
Sails unfurled and soared.
Well, as long as I don't get... Guess I wasn't...
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rauatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rauatai. Craftsmanship. If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them. Rauatayan industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
Of course.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, all right? I just serve the drinks. Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me. They always pay on time. They're run by the Ranganui, so they should, right? Also, I'm from a town near Tekoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa. But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here. You're a captain working for the Royal Deadfire Company, right? Sure you are. Even if you're not, I've heard your name enough to think you are. Try the Razor Skewers, if you can handle the heat.
Meet her. To battle for glory and Rauatai.
Clear skies, my friend. I know of you already, Captain. The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rauatai finds itself in need of a privateer. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit. This courage will win you many battles, I think. A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas. Pirates are adept at scattering when threatened. But this makes planting your boot on the neck of a straggler all the sweeter. I would keep my privateer busy. You will speak to me when you are ready for work, yes? Your target is Radolf, a Valiant captain and seeker of lost ruins. There is no wicked length he would not go to plunder the dignity of these isles. My confidence swells to hear of this, Captain. Radolf commands the galleon Goldbell and seeks for ruins east of Nekataka, on the southwestern tip of the Kua-Orakuhu island chain.
Don't worry about you, Adair. There'd be a thing of free out here that you shouldn't be aiming at pets.
Hey, it was dark. I only saw the...
the former Lord of Cadnua and one-time Terrifier of Harbor Masters. If dockside tales are to be believed, other than Hasongo, you have not brought much good news of late. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters? If your report is true, he's stumping port towns into craters. I don't much care why he's doing it. He must be stopped. And then you'll need resources. The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit. Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rowataians we could feed with plantations here. Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally. You've already helped us immensely at Hasongo. Once repairs are done, we can resume much-needed shipments from the farms back to Rawatai. It's also a welcome indication that someone around here can get things done. I hear you recently traveled to Poko Kohara. Something you did there cleared the storms. Our engineers have accomplished incredible things, but even they haven't managed that. So as good a scientist as you may be, there's something else at work here. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge. The greatest risk often guards the greatest reward. Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant. And your exploits at Poko Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now. The trouble in Hasongo forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. I have no doubt. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there. She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer. Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic. This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo. Clear skies.
I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before, except the Hasanui. She yells at me sometimes. I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hasanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Already on it.
I shall lead.
see those awful verses by the kitchen?
They weren't that bad.
Rhyming Hazanui with kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Maybe. That's why I leave ethics to the Lord College.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Well, that's not nice. Guess I wasn't so hard.
Consider it done.
Watcher Nui, the hero of Hasongo. I'm pleased you've taken me up on my invitation. Nekataka is full of boastful tongues and bold claims, but none have accomplished what you managed at Hasongo. You are most canny, but I think we can do plenty for each other. Rawatai has long maintained trade interests in the region. While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here. That is a Valian frivolity. Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit. For now. But what will ultimately win out? The Valians' drive for innovation or their hunger for wealth? Besides, we know too little about luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out. Your recent adventure at Poko Kahara has illuminated a curious link between luminous Adra and the weather. We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence. Yes, if the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped. And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with. Work that may prove especially rewarding to someone with your background. In any case, I understand Karoo has you occupied with other matters. I shall leave you to them.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
Come to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know. I punched my captain. Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore. I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble-root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer. Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation. I'm sure you're capable. But I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Leave. No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch. I'm a merchant.
You're back. Kue, any news? At least with the Principe I give him a fighting chance. But Rauatai has a long reach. May he get smart and lie low. What of the gloves? What happened to them? At least I know Arkemyr won't feed me to the imps. Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it. Madiko. I fought so hard to get here, but I won't miss a splinter of this place. Hey, imp! I quit. For what it is worth, I have not enjoyed a moment of our time together.
Huh? Make Master angry! Arkemyr will grow a turnip in nasty Fasina's mouth! Be safe. Many horrors out there.
Agrasima, I think. Correz. Wherever you're headed, it can't be worse than here.
I trust you had no trouble finding the place. Nekitaka is either a testament to the ancient Huana's love of labyrinths, or their hatred of straight lines. Sadly, I did not invite you here for a discussion of city planning. I warn you to stay your hand, and treat with me better than you did poor Consolate. But let us get to the business of the hour, shall we? My estate was recently burgled. My vault breached. How very pleasing to hear an honest admission. At the Circle's behest, I'm expected to show restraint in these dealings. You managed not to rouse a peep out of my servants. If nothing else, the lack of disruption is appreciated. I am less pleased about the Harappo epic resting in the hands of those who lost it once before. The Circle of Archmagi wishes for us to put this unpleasantness in the past with a gesture of good faith. The Circle has expressed concerns about a certain mobile deity. The Deadfire is a fragile place, and a blundering soul drain like Aethys can damage more than just castle keeps. Indeed, it isn't our desire that you apprehend the deity. That simply isn't practical. We need your help in preparing for the worst possible outcome.
Normally, the Circle's involvement constitutes the worst possible outcome. Or have you already forgotten the Blackwash Falls incident?
Kalakoth replaced the water. What more do you desire? An apology? Wait. You are only involved because it is advantageous for knowledge of the Circle's involvement to remain discreet. The wizard Bikana installed an observatory due northeast of Nekitaka. For your absolution, the Circle asks that you locate her research. She vanished from academic research, and therefore her livelihood. All signs point to her lab being abandoned. That the Circle's concerns are utterly unfounded, of course. No doubt you'll recognize the appropriate documents. You have an eye for valuables. Fair warning, a vessel flying the sigil of the Torn Bannerman set a course for the observatory. I have every reason to believe they travel armed. Did I inquire after your personal history? My interest begins and ends at a single point. That someone of great means desires abandoned arcane research. Research which we disregarded. Come back alive. Or not at all. Now, if you don't mind, I have a manor to restore. And a security system to reevaluate.
Say, lass, I'd like to try prodding your forts again. Savvy?
I can tell you what I see right now. Your insides are on your outsides, and you're covered in flies. It ain't the prettiest of sights, but go ahead.